w naszym centrum. Welcome to our center. I am Miriam Sivak, a founding member and current president of the Carpatho-Rusyn Society. We are the largest Rusyn organization in America. Our headquarters is this striking building located in Munhall, Pennsylvania. It is a working-class borough neighboring Pittsburgh. The structure itself is our cultural and educational center. Here we hold gatherings, cultural events, and store archives. We also conduct the annual meeting here, where members help to determine our plans for the coming year. This historic building has special significance for Americans of Rusyn descent. Between 1880 and the start of World War I, more than 100,000 Rusyns emigrated from their homeland to America. Tens of thousands of Rusyns from the Carpathian mountains flocked to Pittsburgh to work in its steel industry, especially Andrew Carnegie's large steel mill at Homestead, Pennsylvania. In 1894, 2 years after the infamous and bloody Homestead strike, the large Rusyn community of Homestead met to discuss the formation of a church. In January 1897, the new church was officially chartered and dedicated as St. John the Baptist Greek Catholic Church. In the summer of 1902, 2 lots were acquired on the corner of 10th and Dixon Streets in the adjacent borough of Munhall. The church building was designed by a 27-year-old Hungarian-born architect, Titus de Bobula. De Bobula wrote emphatically about developing a uniquely American architecture. He felt that this building, well-suited in America full of Eastern European immigrants. It is that rarity in American architecture, a building of peculiarly Central European variety. Its design was considered so significant that it has been designated an historic landmark by the Pittsburgh History and Landmark Foundation. This Romanesque Revival church is constructed of brick on a raised stone basement. While not a copy, it was inspired by the Rusyn Greek Catholic Cathedral of the Exaltation of the Holy Cross in Uzhhorod, then belonging to Austria-Hungary. The facade and twin towers are composed of white brick in a Greek cruciform pattern set in sandstone and rise 125 feet. At each corner, the twin towers have Roman-style arched windows with gypsum surround flanking a similar doorway echoed on the side elevation. Above in the tower are elongated windows and round arched louvered windows. The domes have fluted Ionic columns surmounted by Greek Catholic crosses. The central recessed bay has 4 columns, and above is a similar but open balcony echoing that on the first level. The St. John's was formally dedicated on December 27, 1903. By then, Pittsburgh had the largest concentration of Rusyns outside of Europe. On July 23, 1918, Rusyn leaders convened here. With the end of World War I in sight, it had become clear that the map of Europe was to be redrawn. Those leaders recommended that Subcarpathian Rus petition to join the newly created Republic of Czechoslovakia. This was so the people who remained in the homeland would enjoy the economic, religious, and political freedom promised by President Wilson in his famous 14 points of self-determination. After the beginning of 1919, the victorious Allied powers organized a World Peace Conference at Versailles. Because European Rusyns at the time were nearly leaderless, Rusyns were represented by a three-man council headed by attorney Gregory Zatkovich and Anthony Beskidt. It was the first time in history that Rusyn politicians in an international forum conducted talks with representatives of the great powers about the fate of the country. On May 8, 1919, the Central Rusyn National Council met in Uzhhorod and voted for the annexation of Subcarpathian Rus to Czechoslovakia. On September 10, 1919, the Saint-Germain Peace Treaty was signed. On this basis, the autonomous Subcarpathian Rus was annexed to the Czechoslovak Republic. Gregory Zatkovich was chosen to become its first governor. His house is just across the Carnegie Library, 2 blocks east on 10th Street. With peace established, St. John's congregation grew to more than 700 families. In 1929, it was chosen as the cathedral for the newly created Ruthenian Greek Catholic Exarchate in America. This historic structure was the first cathedral in America exclusively for Carpatho-Rusyns. It was located in the heart of the Rusyn community. Across the street from the cathedral was the bishop's residence and chancery. A large 3-story school building was constructed near the church as a meeting hall and Rusyn school for the parish's children. 2 blocks north of the center is St. Nicholas Orthodox Church, built by Rusyns after the 1929 split, where the Holy See issued a decree entitled Cum Data Fuerit, stating that the Greek Catholic clergy in America must be celibate. This conflict within the Exarchate led to the formation of the American Carpatho-Rusyn Orthodox Diocese, and parishioners that left the cathedral built St. Nicholas Carpatho-Rusyn Orthodox Church a few blocks from here on Ann Street. The Rusyn Social Club is located just a few blocks north on 8th Street. The Greek Catholic Union of the USA, GCU, the oldest continuous fraternal benefit society for Rusyns and their descendants in America, was headquartered on 8th Street until 1987. Another point of interest is that Tom Rich was baptized in here. Thomas Joseph Rich, born August 26, 1945 in Munhall, is an American politician and author. Rich was a member of the United States House of Representatives from 1983 to 1995, and the 43rd Governor of Pennsylvania from 1995 to 2001. Subsequently, he served as the Assistant to the President for Homeland Security from 2001 to 2003, and was the first United States Secretary of Homeland Security from 2003 to 2005. In 1959, St. John entered a period of extensive renovation and modernization. This lasted until 1963. The brick addition at the rear of the church was part of that renovation. In 1993, the parish relocated to a newly built cathedral, selling St. John's to a group called St. John's Eastern European Cultural Center. They, however, were not able to maintain it, and in April 2004, they sold it to us, the Carpatho-Rusyn Society. We have converted the desanctified building into the National Carpatho-Rusyn Cultural and Educational Center.